The ultimate proving grounds in the sport of surfing are here. This is the North Shore of Oahu in the Hawaiian Islands. Hi, I'm David Stanfield, and we are going to complete the first leg of the Triple Crown of Surfing. Today, we have 32 finalists in the Hawaiian Billabong Pro. Conditions are ideal. 80 degrees on the beach, 72 in the water. We have a northwest swell pounding the outer reefs at 8 to 12 feet. Perfect conditions. Trade winds are blowing. We have 32 finalists. Let's get with the action.
You've got to sort of hold back a little bit and harness the power that the waves have, because it's incredibly powerful out there.
Adapting my style to the bigger waves and just getting to know Sunset Beach.
But the thing I find with Sunset is no matter how much time you spend out there, it doesn't really seem to give you much of an advantage, because every time you go out there, the waves are different. It's really a fickle wave.
I've had about 2 weeks here. We just came from Australia, and the day the event was over there, I came straight here.
So good, and I'm sure it goes well in Hawaii, and it's so good to surf really good waves here.
Conditions are very good. We have offshore wind. The surf was about 8 to 10 foot. Nice and smooth out there.
To win is the reason for entering. To do so, it takes proper judgment, split-second timing, tremendous skill, and often daring chances. The Hawaiian Billabong Pro will return after these messages. They moved to this location. This is Waimea Bay, and it is spectacular. Let's take a look at some of that footage. For the Billabong event, 128 surfers tried to qualify for just 16 positions. It's amazing. Professional surfing has grown to such a magnitude around the world that it has become necessary to have qualifying surfing events in order to compete in the Triple Crown. 80 trialists were eliminated on day one at Sunset Beach. Now here at Waimea, 48 competitors were narrowed down to 16 qualifying positions. Waimea Bay, one of the surfing world's greatest challenges. Every wave at Waimea is a thrill of a lifetime. For the pro class trials, surfers were concerned with surviving and advancing into the Billabong main event. The next day, it's back up the beach to Sunset. The legendary Sean Thompson is with Hawaiian champion Mark Fu.
Okay, we're talking to Sean Thompson now. Sean's a 1978 world champion. He's still regarded as one of the top riders here on the North Shore. Unfortunately, Sean was knocked out yesterday in the early round of the Billabong Pro, so he's got to watch this. How's it feel to be having to watch these kind of waves here?
Well, it doesn't feel as good as being out there. I was knocked out yesterday at Waimea. Unfortunately, I didn't get long enough rides, but there's some great surfing going on out there, and I think today I think the favorite guy has to be Mark Richards. He's just got the great experience. He looks like he's doing pretty good in the semi-final, and he's kind of I suppose it'd be sort of a sentimental favorite. He hasn't done that great in the last couple of years, and it would be great to see him do well in this event.
Yeah, you and Mark have been probably two of the most experienced competitors in this Triple Crown events. How much of a factor do you think experience plays in surfing these Hawaiian events?
Well, I think it definitely plays a big factor at places like Sunset Beach. Most of the other guys you're competing against, with the exception of a few Hawaiians, don't really know Sunset well. They don't really know the lineup. They don't know the break. So experience plays a big part. But yesterday I was the most experienced guy in my heat, and I never got through my heat. So it's not the final telling factor. The main thing is to get good long rides.
What do you think are some of the particularly challenging idiosyncrasies of this spot, Sunset, or such as Waimea also?
Well, I think Sunset especially is mastering the lineup. It's difficult to select the right wave. You have to be in the right bowl section to get a good long ride. You can't take off too far over on the North Peak because you might not make the wave. Then you can't take too far over on the West Peak because your ride's going to be too short. So you really have to be able to read the ocean out there. You have to have your lineups planned out on the land. I have certain lineups that I use, and there's certain boils out there in the water that most of the guys know about. So once you can pinpoint your lineup, it makes it a lot easier. And the key is to get those right waves, to wait, to be patient, and to make sure you get the good, long, big rides.
Right, so I'm hoping you have some good luck. I know you'll be surfing in the remaining two Triple Crown events. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll be here for the remaining two events. I mean, I love Hawaii. I love coming here and competing. I love the big waves, and it's really exciting.
The Hawaiian Billabong Pro, $25,000 in prize money. A panel of 6 international judges will score the best 4 out of 10 waves. Judges are looking for the surfer that gets the biggest waves, the length of the ride, the maneuvers that are performed in the most critical part of the breaking wave. Of the whole.
Hi, I'm Tom Curren from California.
Hi, I'm Mark Akalupo from Australia.
Hi, I'm Mitch Dawson from Western Australia.
Hi, I'm Tony Moniz from Hawaii.
Semifinal heat number 1. Moniz hits the water. There goes Thorson. On the outside, Tommy Curren up and riding first. Curren wearing blue from Santa Barbara, California, currently ranked number 2 in the world. Perfect positioning. Tommy gets covered up, a high-scoring wave, and continues a beautiful roundhouse cutback. Looking at that one more time, Tommy, his bottom turn, judges this perfectly, comes up into the wave, crouches, gets in position, sets an edge, stays high in the wave, and he makes the tube. Perfect wave for Tommy Curren. Up and riding in white, Mark Akalupo, the Wonder Kid from Sydney. Aki now down the line. Lots of speed. To the bottom. Oh, and a re-entry, a great move there. Oh, and a powerful re-entry, scoring even more points there. Now, it's Tony Moniz, 26 years old, from Honolulu. Tony, smooth, clean, powerful lines, staying near the whitewater, waiting for the wave to take shape. Now the inside section. And the 2-year pro works it. Way on the outside, in yellow, 21-year-old Mitch Thorson from Western Australia, from Perth. And he heads down the line, but pulls out. The wave closes out. Backside, Mark Akalupo. The wave just about knocks him off. He makes it to the section, and it fizzles out. Tony Moniz, great wave on the outside. And to the shoulder, gets back into the meat of things. The wave builds up over the inside reef, and he starts performing. 26-year-old Tony Moniz. A high-scoring wave for Tony. The outside, Tommy Curren. Tommy way behind the breaking part of the wave, makes it to the shoulder, picks up speed. Now can he make it to the shoulder again? He does, and positions himself perfectly into the pocket, in and out of a tube. Another high-scoring wave for Tommy Curren. Looking at that one more time, it looks like he's caught behind the wave, and the whitewater was going to take him. He moved up into the pocket, gets covered up, sees it's going to close out totally, so he heads out of it. So he gets tubed, but still makes the wave without getting knocked off. The judges give him a high score for that. To the outside, a big peak for Akalupo. A big drop, a huge wave, one of the biggest of the heat. He makes it to the bottom, and the wave closes out. Too much west in it. Here's Mitch Thorson, carving some turns. Not much of a wave, though. And he's disgusted.
I got caught once on the inside. We were trying to fight for positioning, and the wave just cleaned all of us out.
You feel like that set you back?
Not at all. I think it's very close. We'll see what happens.
You made it all the way from the bottom of the trials. You must feel good progressing all this far.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with my performance.
All right, well, keep your energy up. I hope to see you in the finals.
I hope so, too. Thanks.
Thanks, Tony Moniz.
I got one great wave, but I got a few odds and ends this time. I had one big one, a real big one I couldn't get around, and a couple of other shorter ones, so I didn't get really 4 great rides, so I'm not real confident.
Congratulations, some good surfing. We're going to see you in the final.
I hope so. I don't know yet.
You look good. Maybe one of the favorite riders in the seat. You're rated number 2 right now. Are you intending to win the Triple Crown this year?
Well, I'd really like to, but I'd like to see how I did in this heat and then take it from there.
Yeah, I had a terrible time at there. I only caught 3 waves, and I found myself like in a really bad rhythm with the surf, whereas the other 3 guys would get a wave and just they were just battling around me and getting better waves than me, and I kind of dug myself into a hole and couldn't get out of it.
The ideal swell direction for Sunset Beach on the north shore of Oahu is from the northwest. But today, waves are coming in from both the north and from the west. Positioning as well as wave selection will separate today's winner from the runner-ups. We are set now for semifinal heat number 2. Wes Lane, Michael Ho, Mark Richards, and Barton Lynch closest to the camera. Barton stares intently out at the ocean. It's time to go. All surfers have a game plan.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty confident. Just got to get 4 good ones.
Hopefully I get a couple barrels. Basically catch 4 waves.
Seems to be the best waves are the waves that wall up across the inside. I think the person who wins will be the person whose wave selection is the best. So I'm just going to try and attempt to catch the best waves.
To the outside, former 4-time world champion Mark Richards up and riding. Perfect wave selection for Mark. MR, his last contest he won was back in 1982. It's been a long dry spell, lots of back problems. He's a new man now, surfing the greatest he has in years. Recently married, his wife's on the beach, and he is performing flawlessly. Michael Ho now up and riding. The 1983 Triple Crown winner, and that wave closes out. Judges take note, not a high-scoring wave for Michael. Now Wes Lane, a late takeoff, and gets a great bottom turn and covered up a little bit there. Back onto the shoulder, and another tube ride. Wes Lane, 25 years old, from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now backside, Barton Lynch. In his 3-year pro career, Barton has won 3 events, 1 a year. He is ranked number 1. He is the man to beat. and he makes the most of this wave. Up and riding again, Mark Richards with another beautiful big peak on the outside. And he works this wave, a clean drop, and now it starts to reform on the inside reef. Here comes MR, 28 years old, from Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. MR, beautiful, gets covered up, and a high-scoring wave. Late takeoff for Michael Ho, and bad luck. This wave just won't score any points at all. Here comes Wes Lane. And Wes has a closeout here, and not a high-scoring wave for Wes either. He exits. Hang loose. The finals are coming up. Oh, this is the first leg in the Triple Crown. The finalists are Tommy Curren from Santa Barbara, Barton Lynch from Australia, four-time former world champion Mark Richards, and Hawaiian favorite Tony Moniz. Up first, the backside attack of Barton Lynch. And he's totally working the wave for points. Tony Moniz in the worst wipeout of the day. The 26-year-old from Honolulu takes gas. And right outside, Tommy Curren, 21-year-old from Santa Barbara, California, does what looks like to be the same thing. Gets buried by the wave upon takeoff, and miraculously comes out of the wave. Standing up, and cranks a bottom turn to the outside. Mark Richards, the 28-year-old, the four-time world champion, who clinched all his titles here in Hawaii. This is his spot. MR, working sunset like he's never worked it before. Here's Tommy Curren from the water. From this angle, Tommy Curren cranks an incredible bottom turn, redirecting his path up to the top of the wave, scoring high points. Backside. It's Barton Lynch. He makes the drop, but catches a rail and goes down. Tony Moniz, the 26-year-old from Honolulu, 13 years of surfing experience, shows here in this beautiful roundhouse cutback that is picture perfect. And Tommy Curren at speed. Takes the drop, makes it to the shoulder. The 1982 World Amateur Champion, trying to go for the title in 1985-86 season. Final wave of the contest, Mark Richards, MR, the 28-year-old, the 11-year pro, magnificently surfing Sunset Beach today. And that's the horn.
We will announce the fourth place winner. He is Barton Lynch, fourth place, Barton Lynch. In third place, Hawaii's Tony Moniz. Second place, Tommy Curren. And the winner, Mark Richards. MR, $4,500 to Mark Richards. $2,500 to second place, $2,000 to third, and $1,300 to fourth.
MR, the champion. throwing style that gave Mark Richards 4 world titles carried him to victory here today at the Hawaiian Billabong Pro. For International Sports Productions, I'm David Stanfield. Aloha.